I'd like to welcome everyone to my channel, Boo Sneaker Review 8. But before we start the review, I'd like to please encourage everyone to hit the subscribe button below. Today we're going to be reviewing the All Pro Nitro Scoot. This is the way the box looks, which is just pretty normal, nothing fancy. On the top you get the Puma logo with Scoot's model ODD. And then on the side you get the Puma thing. I don't know how familiar you guys are with Scoot Henderson, but he was drafted number 3 in the NBA draft overall to the Portland Trail Blazers. He was the youngest player to go into the G League. He graduated high school early to do this, so he's going to be pretty good. And he'll probably be the starting point guard for Portland. And he's already got a signature shoe, so that's pretty darn good. So let's get into this shoe. And everything about this shoe is detail orientated, specifically for Scoot. I mean, everything about this shoe is about his life. So most shoes, when they first come out about a player, they don't do that. That's why this shoe's kind of different. It's got a lot of details that are just about him that you wouldn't know unless you know about Scoot. So let's start out by looking at the shoe. If you first look at the tongue, you have 00, and that is his number. So he'll be wearing 00 for the Portland Trail Blazers. And let's flip it over, and if you look at the inside of the tongue, what this means is you see 7 things with a slash in the middle. This stands for Scoot was the 6th child of 7 in his family, so there's another important detail. And if you're wondering why this shoe is bright red, vibrant with the blue and the checkerboard in the back, this is a thing like back to his past of a diner he used to spend a lot of time in Marietta, Georgia, where he grew up. And on the back of the shoe, you have ODD, which again, this is his deal. And what the ODD stand for is inside on the inner thing, which I'm not going to rip out of the shoe, which is overly determined to dominate. See, overly determined to dominate. So if you notice, everything again in this shoe stands for him, which is pretty neat, I think. As far as the performance of the shoe, the traction on the shoe is translucent. It's not really a rubber part of the sole, which is pretty nice. It was really sticky for the inside playing. I didn't test it on outside, but indoors it was really nice and it worked fine. There was no issues. As far as the Nitro cushioning, it's encased in its own like casing, which made it soft, and it was nice. It was softer than I thought it would be, so I liked it. I'm used to the LeBron 20s, so it felt like it's something I was used to. I was comfortable with it. I had no issues with it. The outsole was nothing special. It was fine. I had no problems with it. The corded lacing was fine. I liked the way they did it. It was different how they laced it up. But what I did like is that the lacing came with an extra set of lacing, which I'm definitely going to switch out. All shoes are starting to do this now. It came with its own set of lacing. They're red and blue, if you can see here. And the tips are blue. I think these will look really good if you switch them out. Almost all shoes now are doing this. Every one of my LeBron 20s come with a second pair of laces. I think it's something neat and extra. They don't have to do it, but they do it. So you get 2 pairs. You get bright blue or this blue. It's really not a blue, it's a light blue, but oh, and then the best part of this shoe is the price. You can get this price. It retails for $130, and that is really cheap for a basketball shoe or just a casual shoe. You don't even have to play basketball in it. It looks great with shorts and just to wear around. most average shoe for basketball is $200. But Puma is really coming up in the basketball world with the lamellos, and now you've got Scoot, because you know this won't be the only shoe that he has. And if you wanted to know more about him and his shoe, he was featured in the Futures issue of the Slam magazine. And this is the cover. See? And it talks all about him and about everything, and the shoe, of course. You can pick that up at a local magazine store. You can order it from Slam. But overall, this shoe is great for the price and everything you get for it. I suggest you get it while you can, because I think it's really a good deal for everything you get for it, price, everything. But the size, I forgot to mention. The sizing for me was snug. I had to go up a half a size. So I suggest you go to your local store if you have one, like a Hibbett, which we do, but it was unfortunately not in stock. I had to order this directly from Puma, and it was too tight in the toe box for me, so I had to send it back, and thank goodness they had the half a size for me. So I needed a half a size bigger. For some people, it might make it loose in the heel because the back end is kind of wider than the front end. So for other people, it may fit true to size, but for me, I needed a half a size bigger. So I suggest you, if you can, try it on at the store, but if you can't, then order it. But I think it fits kind of small, but for me, I'd go up half a size. But other than that, this shoe's great, and I suggest everyone getting it, because I just think overall it's a good looking shoe, and he's going to be just a walking bucket in the NBA, and he's going to be highly undervalued at number 3, and he's going to be great, and the shoe's going to be great. And from Puma, there's going to be more colorways to come, and at $130, you really can't beat it. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button. This is my first review, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe, because I'll be doing weekly content, and there'll be more to come. I have a ton of shoes, and I'm going to be reviewing them weekly at Boo's Sneaker Review 8. Thank you. I appreciate it.